Hey Empire Builders, welcome back to Next Step Empire, my daily series to help you build your business empire with ancient wisdom. Now, today we're going to talk about how to overcome your fear using the timeless teachings of Bob Proctor. Now, I talked about Bob Proctor in video 4, so I encourage you to reference back and watch that if you haven't already. So, anyway, Bob is one of the modern masters of ancient success principles, often talking about Napoleon Hill in his timeless book, Think and Grow Rich. Now, if you haven't yet read Think and Grow Rich, I highly encourage you to do so. You can find that book just about anywhere, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, any of the big stores like that. Now, I've built my empire by applying the wisdom of icons like Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, and Neville Goddard, all while staying energized with a healthy lifestyle. Now, I'm dropping new videos every day, Tuesday through Saturday. Yeah, we're going to skip Monday because for a lot of people like me, Monday's a catch-up day. So stick with me all week. And if you're new, start with day 1. The link's below. And if this resonates with you, hit subscribe, book a call with me when you're ready. The link's in the description. So if you've been with me since the very beginning, since episode 1, you know my story. 24 years ago, I'm 18. I picked up this little yellow card in this one gas station town that read, "Be your own boss." Now, I've been my own boss ever since, and I've done many things, including direct sales, real estate investing, investment management, Forex trading, and also I've got 2 big wins of structuring $200 million of solar tax equity deals in less than 2 years, and then starting Solar Grids in 2020 and scaling it to become the largest solar franchisor in all of the US. Now, we then merged with Stardust Solar, the largest solar training company in Canada and the largest solar franchisor in Canada. And now we're publicly traded. We've got our eyes on NASDAQ for 2026. Now, I tell you all this not to brag, not to gloat, but to let you know what's possible. You see, I've been building my empire by tapping into ancient empire building wisdom, and my passion for natural health and fitness really keeps me grounded and on track. Now, in yesterday, episode 6, we talked about Earl Nightingale's principles to scale your empire fast. We talked about building systems, training your team, focusing on high impact growth. So, if you already have a business and you want to know how to scale it up, then be sure to watch episode 6. Now, today we're tackling fear with Bob Proctor's ancient wisdom. If I can overcome fear, you can too. You see, Bob's a modern master who built on the ancient wisdom of success. And it was in the documentary The Secret when I first heard about Bob. I watched that for the first time back in the early 2000s. Now, one thing that he says that has really stuck with me all throughout my last 15 or so years is fear is just false evidence appearing real. Now, that's ancient wisdom at work. You see, fear is just an illusion, and it's a concept that Neville Goddard also taught about through the power of imagination. Now, when I started this YouTube series, I had fear of whether I could do it. What if no one watched it? What if I suck at this? But I used Bob's principles to push through. And now we're on episode 7. And I'm making more videos per week than some of the top YouTubers. Now, I've got a very small following right now, but I envision a very large following in the future. And my healthy lifestyle also helps me apply this wisdom from mental clarity, from fitness and organic eating. That's all given me the courage to act and be consistent. So let's break it all down with 3 steps to overcome fear, Bob Proctor style, along with my own unique twist. Number 1, you've got to identify your fear and reframe it. Ancient wisdom teaches us to face our illusions. Bob said fear is just a story that you tell yourself. And this echoed Neville Goddard's idea that imagination creates reality. Now, when I hesitated to start Next Step Empire, my fear was failure. What if I look stupid? What if I suck at this? What if nobody watches it, right? All those things were running through my mind. But then I reframed it using Goddard's principle. I imagined success. What if this series just helps one person build their empire? What if that one person is you? You see, that shift in my mind changed everything. I went from fear to excitement. And now we're here on episode 7 in this series, helping you. So, compare that to when I was first getting into business and direct sales. I imagine this is my first step to financial freedom. And after seeing the presentation for Excel Communications at my parents' house at 18 years old, I truly believed that I could make $65,000 per month because I had a playbook to get me there. All I had to do was follow that plan. Now, in order to get from where you are now to where you ultimately want to go, you have to get really clear on what you want and write it down. Now, get specific and dream big. Whatever your goal is, income wise, double it. Think bigger. If you're thinking you want $20,000 per month, double it and shoot for $40,000 per month. One thing I'm going to encourage you to do time and time again is dream bigger. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is clarity. You see, clarity comes from a healthy mind, a principle that ancient wisdom values. When I'm stressed or feel overwhelmed, I focus on my breathing. I stretch and just breathe. And I think to myself, what's the worst that can happen, right? And usually it's not that bad. Now, for you, this means facing your fear head on. What's holding you back? Is it fear of failure? Fear of judgment? Identify it and then reframe it and write it down. Imagine and then fill in the blank, this positive outcome, and write it down. So, what's your fear? Whatever it is, just reframe it as a positive outcome. If you do that, you're going to take the first step to overcoming fear with ancient wisdom. Second, take action despite the fear. Because ancient wisdom teaches that action transforms imagination into reality. Bob said, do the one thing that you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Now, this is a principle that also aligns with Napoleon Hill's focus on massive action. When I started Solar Grids in 2020, I took massive action right away. As soon as we had the legal structure in place to be able to offer franchises in May of 2020, we got our ads up and running. We didn't wait. We had leads coming in right away, and I was on the phone the very next day calling leads that requested that information. Now, after about a month, we signed our first franchisee. And I remember on the first several calls, I was still trying to get my talking points down, right? I wasn't perfect, and I was almost kind of completely winging it. But even though I wasn't ready, the point is I took action despite that. And I got our first franchisee to sign in just a few weeks. I didn't wait until I had everything perfect. I took action now. And that one action gave me the confidence to keep on going. And then we added more, 12 that first year. And we scaled to over 100 total plus franchise territories in 3 years because I acted despite the fear. You see, action is what it takes. Just take action, period. Now, ancient wisdom also values vitality because action requires energy. When I'm nervous or uneasy about something, I go for a 15 or 20-minute walk. It gets my blood flowing and my mind focused, and it aligns my body with my vision. Movement beats fear every single time. Now, for you, this means taking one small action step today. Are you scared to start a business? Make one call. Are you scared to join a franchise? That's where I can help. I'll help you find the right franchise for you using ancient wisdom principles, if having a franchise is what you want. So, you can use that information to take the first step with confidence. Research one opportunity, like Solar Grids, or book a call with me to help you find your perfect match. My link is below. Bob and Napoleon said act, so do it. Now, what's one action you can take? Write it down. I'll take this action today. Be specific, write it down. Take that step, watch your fear start to fade. Third, build confidence with small wins. Small wins stack up. Ancient wisdom teaches that progress compounds into success. Bob taught that small victories create momentum, a concept that Earl Nightingale echoed with his focus on daily progress. When I started this series, I was nervous, but I set a small goal: film one episode and post it. I did it, and that small win gave me the confidence to keep going. Now we're on episode 7. Now, at Solar Grids, I didn't aim for 100 franchisees on day one. I aimed for one franchisee. And that first win gave me the confidence to scale bigger. Small wins stack up. Compare that to my early direct sales days. I set big goals in the beginning, thinking I was going to make $65,000 a month in just 3 or 4 months. I got discouraged when that didn't happen because I didn't celebrate the small wins along the way. Now I know better. And here's the thing: small wins in fitness build momentum too. Nobody runs a marathon overnight. You start with a 1-mile run, and then 2, and then 5, and then so on. Each small win builds that confidence. Setting a small, achievable goal, taking that first step, whatever it is. Do you want to start a business? Write a 1-page plan today. Do you want to get healthy? Do a 5-minute stretch today. Bob and Earl said to focus on progress, not perfection. So, what's your small win? Write it down. My small win today is this, and write it down. Achieve it, celebrate it, and watch your confidence grow with ancient wisdom. So, that's how you overcome fear with ancient wisdom. 1, identify your fear and reframe it. 2, take action despite the fear. And 3, build confidence with small wins. All inspired by Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill, and Neville Goddard. You see, I've been through the grind. Real estate crashes, Forex losses, business betrayals, but I've also scaled Solar Grids to 100 plus franchise territories in 3 years before merger and IPO. I've built my empire by applying the ancient wisdom of these icons, and my healthy lifestyle keeps me energized to make it happen. Now, this series is your daily push. Tuesday through Saturday, I'm here to let you know you can do this. If an 18-year-old small town boy originally from Nebraska can do it, you can do it too. Now it's your turn to act. One call with me could help you overcome your fears and start your empire with ancient wisdom. So click that link below, book it. No pressure, just real talk. I'll share with you what I've learned from my 24 years of wins and losses, plus how I stay energized, so you can use these same principles and build your empire. If this is resonating with you, hit subscribe, hit the like button. I've got new episodes coming every day, Tuesday through Saturday, to keep your momentum going. Also, drop a comment. What's the fear that you're overcoming today with ancient wisdom? How are you pushing through this week? Share that with me. Share a small win with me. I'll read every single one and reply to every single one. This is your shot. Freedom, cash, your empire starts right now, and I'm here to help you get there. Let's do this together, and I'll see you tomorrow.